Hey everyone, this is Rick. I just wanted to make a quick video today that didn't want to start out being a video. It was just going to be some photos I was taking for this book. This is Iron Fist 14, First Appearance of Sabretooth. But there was a rust stain on the back of the book, and I went to use some Immacuclean on it and my Immaculight, and I didn't think it was going to help on there, but it did. So I just wanted to give you a few pictures of that. And by the way, this is going to be my 500th video. I wanted to do something special for it, but really, it's just another video, really. So anyway, happy 500 videos to me. And anyway, I hope you enjoy it. All right, take care. See you. Bye. But by the way, don't expect a lot in the way of exposition and video. It's just a few pictures and just me showing before and after of what I believe to be a rust stain on this book. And it's for a customer. I'm doing this one for free for him. He'll be glad to get it back. So David, this is for you. You'll be getting this book back soon. Take care. You may as well have a little look at this book first. It opens up with Iron Fist and Colleen walking in the snow, and this one sort of jumps around in time a little bit. And you don't quite know why they are wandering in the Canadian snow. And there's a couple guys pursuing them, and they say, like, give up. And, they're sort of going to freeze to death. Well, might as well just leave them to freeze to death. And then you flash back to some sword fight that Iron Fist is having with some other guy. And I'll just review that for a second with you. So, yeah, some guy is remembering some guy grabbing him and says, much less do this. Heart of the dragon, what's he doing to me? My body's on fire, my strength draining away, as if my very soul was being torn out of me. And then they just sort of let that go for some reason. And then they fast forward here to, we have he and Colleen find some kind of snow shed. He kicks the door open, and then they were going to freeze to death, but they can figure they can meditate their way out of it to surviving longer and not dying. And then they do a mind meld where they remember a couple days ago they were flying around in Calgary, and then they meet Sabretooth here, and somehow they get tied up. I think he doesn't know he's Iron Fist. They just get themselves get tied up, and they talk about dealing with these two later. And of course, Danny breaks away, breaks free, and they get in a fight and sort of escape off into the woods, and or to the snow. That's kind of what the whole story is. And then he sneaks back in with a bad guy suit on, and then Sabretooth, I like this part, Sabretooth slashes him and finds out that he's a superhero after all that. Well, it wasn't aware before. He goes, Bub, this is the biggest mistake you ever made, because Sabretooth never loses. It loses. Yeah, it's really kind of a weird story. It's not easy to follow what's going on, at least for me, not having read the rest of the issues, I guess. It's like, does he have a secret identity? Does he not? Like, why is it that big of a secret if he's openly fighting Sabretooth earlier? Then they sort of just get in a big fight with Sabretooth, and he walks outside in the snow, and Danny Rand is blinded. Like, the sun's rising, and he just literally can't see anything, but doesn't seem to bother Sabretooth, who has to explain to him that he's snowblind, can't see anything, then he has to refocus all of his other senses. Here he goes, kind of remembering, like, blinding himself, and then just sort of like, like Luke covering using the Force with the on the Millennium Falcon with the training drone, and he kicks Sabretooth in the stomach. And apparently that's all it takes to take him out. He gives him incredible karate chops, and that's the end of it for Sabretooth. And then he still, pretty cold, was wandering around outside, and then the 60 Days we get X-Men. So not really a great story, but if you ever read it and you wondered what's in it, well, that's it. And here's the bottom right corner. I just wiped this book with Immacuclean, and then I used the Immaculight on it. And there's the bottom left corner. So nothing spectacular. It was already pretty clean to start with. Upper left corner. When I press it, that little corner will probably come out. And then this is the more important part, is these sort of what I'm calling rust stains here. I was able to wipe those off with a Q-tip and some Immacuclean, and then using 6% peroxide for an hour and 20 minutes with blue light. You can still tell it's there a little bit, but it looks a lot better. So, overall, I'm pretty happy with it. Even though this wasn't really much of a video, if you liked it, please, give me a subscribe for my 500th video. 500 is it's a lot of hours, a lot of time to put into something like this. And sometimes you wonder if it's all worth it, and it's worth it if you get a lot of comments and people subscribe more, than that people like the material and you want to keep doing it. But if people don't do it, then you sort of lose interest and you don't really want to do it anymore. So anyway, I love hearing from you guys, especially the regular people who sign in all the time, and just say hi sometimes. All right, take care. See you later. I'm off to Emerald City Comic Con, by the way, in Seattle tomorrow. So if you're there on Thursday, I'll be around. Find me and say hi. Bye-bye.